Welcome. I see two people are here already, so said might as well start it off 5 minutes early. Yeah, this time I put in a scheduled time slot so that everybody knows when I'm coming on or getting off. The only problem with that is that I kind of have to make sure that I'm there at the right time, and sometimes I pre-prepare before, like way before the actual live thing. So I was like, do I do it now or do it later? So now that everything's all done, whatever, we're good to go right now. So today I went to Portuguese Bakery, which is the oldest bakery from what they told me. They told me it's the oldest bakery in Ottawa, and it's the only Portuguese bakery here in Ottawa. It's been it's killing me because I've had this for quite a while here. Um, this is the spread, and I could just smell you got. Not only does it look great, but it's oh wow, it is really delayed. Not only does it look great, it smells great as well, and it kind of like killed my. How's it going, Strill? I should switch that. You only see the chocolate bread, chocolate croissant. It's like this. How's it going, Strill? Thanks for joining. This time you know when it's coming in. Okay, so again, I may have ordered a little too much from just seeing everything. So what I got here was the chocolate croissant, which is a pain de chocolat. I used to have I had this I discovered from in Paris. I went to Paris to see my friend Kareem, and I practic when I discovered this there. I had this like almost every day. So I want to have that because it just reminds me of when I went to Paris to see my friends. And then I got two different cannolis. This one is sugar coated, or not sugar. It's got those sugar cubes all over it. And then this one looks like a more traditional cannoli. These have been sitting for quite a while. These are butter tarts. Butter tarts, from what I read, anyways. Yeah, thanks, Still. From what I've read, anyways, apparently butter tarts are originally Canadian. I didn't know that before about butter tarts, but this is butter tart. This one's with pecans, and this one is just a regular butter tart. I can tell everything's like super delayed from when I'm telling you this stuff and then when I'm seeing on the screen actually. And then the last piece that I got here is an egg tart. So the big news that happened just recently is that it's Lunar New Year, which is for Chinese people they call it Chinese New Year, but then there's a whole bunch of different cultures that celebrate Lunar New Year. But in Hong Kong or Cantonese people, we love eating egg tarts, and I looked into the history of egg tarts, and egg tarts are big in Cantonese culture. This is the egg tart. Um, Basically, I read the history behind it, and apparently, when Hong Kong was under British rule or something like that, there was some person that culturally appropriated the Portuguese egg tart, and this is where it came from. It was his own concoction, and then it spread everywhere. This egg tart business. So the Portuguese egg tart is a little different because you see the burn marks on it. Oh, cool. Yeah, from your phone to your TV, eh? So the Portuguese have the burn marks on it, and generally when you see like the Chinese ones or the ones that you see at dim sum, they usually don't even have any burn marks. But the guy was asking me you want more burn marks or not? And I'm like, I don't even know the difference in the taste if for more burn marks or not. So yeah, also happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Realize there's so much stuff going on this weekend. On Tuesday, I have to tell you guys, there's big news that Ottawa is getting outside of the lockdown. So we'll be able to have Vanessa and Saya perhaps next week. I'm in talks with them to like get back on the show, and we'll see what happens for next week. So that's pretty big news for us. What else is there? I don't think there's that much more. Like the reopening is going to be a big thing because a lot of the malls, the shops, and everything, they're going to allow people to come back into the stores. Some people are opposed to it, and a lot of people are really happy that it's going to happen. This picks up from the last thing I saw. Yeah, yeah, mine I could see like at least a 20-second delay, but I upped the bit rate for the what's it called the live cast, so the quality should eventually get better, but that's the reason why the the delay is a little longer right now because I upped the bit rate for the video. I'm learning a lot more things with video now because after doing all these videos, I'm learning about lighting and I'm learning about you know different things about the cameras and stuff like that. It's taking me quite a while, but like I'm starting to learn new things about it. So okay, so I'm going to start off with the butter tart. The butter tart looks pretty nice actually. Thick. It's got a thick what is that part of the bottom? It's got a thick crust to it. Hmm. Has a quality butter tart. It's not like the butter tarts that I have from I've had from the grocery stores. They put some extra stuff into the mix inside that makes it taste a little richer than the usual butter tarts. It tastes very homemade. Um, with the pecans, let's check that out. So this is the same thing but with pecans. I can even see like I don't know if that's like a raisin or something. There's like some sort of raisin thing over there. You know, yeah, I don't know how I do it, but I do it. Yeah, for this stuff, I would think it's kind of weird to eat this stuff with milk. I normally don't have like milk with either with egg tarts specifically, but for butter tarts, I don't really have like milk or anything when I'm having it. I guess I could possibly have it with this stuff though. And I think some people drink eat this stuff with tea. I'm not too sure like how they usually eat it, but I think people usually have tea with this stuff. They taste identical, but I do actually prefer the pecan over the regular. Although there's a different aftertaste to the regular than there is for the pecan one. Yeah, I was thinking of having some tea as well, but it doesn't really matter. At the very end of this thing, I'm probably gonna like drink jugs of water. Okay, so for this, I'm gonna see if there's a difference between the more burnt one, the more burnt egg tart, and the regular egg tart. This is the one that I. This is the reason why I came over to the Portuguese bakery. Hmm. You know what? This doesn't taste anything like the egg tarts. Well, it tastes similar, but not like it's a little. It's a lot different from the egg tarts that I have at dim sum. It's more custard like, but it's a different kind of crust than you they had for the butter tart one. It's a lot thinner and it's still crispy in a different type of way. This one's like more of a breaded kind of thing, and this one is like a pecan. Sorry, pecan. Hey, Colonel. Is it pecan? Pecan. 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 Thanks for joining in. Is it really pecan? I've always grown up to pronounce it as pecan instead of pecan. Pecan. I'm gonna call it pecan from now on. Thanks for the correction. All right. Is there a difference between the burnt one or not? Let's see. There's a slight difference. I still don't. It doesn't taste like it's burnt though. I don't know what it is. There's like I think it kills some of the sweetness from from the custard, the burn markings. I guess maybe it's like not as hey Jerv, how's it going? I guess it's the burn marks is to kill some of the sweetness from the tart. So with less burn marks, it tastes a little more sweet than the ones with the burn marks. So that's the only thing that I can kind of tell. And it's like very slight. You don't really taste that much of a difference. Okay, now for the regular cannoli. Uh, yeah, it looks like that one that we had last time at the Italian pastry place. Oh yeah, some people like pronounce even call things differently, like soda and pop. Uh, there's also different other different words that we kind of change depending on the region we're from. But I like the pecan better than pecan because pecan sounds a little more dignified. No, this is from the Portuguese bakery. Portuguese bakeries in downtown, right by Loblaw. You know Rito Street. There's that Loblaws at the very end, and then on Nelson Street. Like mine pie either way, pecan or pecan. As long as there's it's good. Pecan. Pecans actually make things taste a lot better. Hmm. I think that might be like chocolate in the middle of the custard. I didn't have that last time with the other cannolis that I've had before. It's pretty good cannoli. I don't know if let me just taste it again. Yeah, it's chocolate. He put a little chocolate in the custard. It's nice. Um, this has been out for a little bit, so it doesn't really like compared to that pastichore. What was it called again? Um the Italiano one that we did the other week. It kind of tastes similar in a way, but a little more muted. With the chocolate, you can't really taste the chocolate though, but you notice that the chocolate's in there in the custard. But it's nice. I would say that this is like on par with the what's it called the pasticceria gelateria Italiana place. And this stuff, all of this was like $18, which is a bit cheaper than it's a lot cheaper than the piece PGI place. Yeah, hey, Jimmy. The last time I went to the PGI place, Jimmy went there late at night trying to like because he still has that 8 p.m. curfew out in Gatineau. He hauled ass all the way over to PGI to get his cannolis, and he made it. So this one's actually, I think this one would be around the same distance. It's like up in the Rideau area, by the Loblaws, on Nelson Street. It's supposed to be the only Portuguese bakery in Ottawa, and it's the oldest bakery in Ottawa. Well, from what he told me, anyways. I don't know if that's true or not, but they're actually cheaper than the PGI place. So this might be worth it. It's pretty good. I think you guys might like the video that I'm making this week. I did um I did an Ottawa egg roll extravaganza. So I did Ruby Inn, Golden Palace, Silver Dragon, and Angry Dragon. I did went to those four places for their egg rolls. So there's like I did a lot of driving this week. I went to each place. All in two of them are out in the west end. One of them is like really, and then two of them are in the south end. But yeah, they have some weird times hours for their restaurants. So I kind of you'll notice that like the lighting's kind of weird because I had to do cut it in two different parts. I had to cut the video in two different parts. Sounds like a lot of crunch action. Yeah, there is a lot of crunch action. All of these are crispy actually. So the next one I'm having, it's already falling apart, is the sugar cube covered cannoli. And this was like double the size of that original cannoli over here. You can see that the flakiness of it. And the custard in this one doesn't have the chocolate chips that they have in over here. I think those are chocolate chips anyways. I hope they're chocolate chips. I'll check this out. Okay, I kind of prefer this one over the regular one. Hmm. It's also the best looking one, right? You're right. Although after I rip that open, look at the hollowness. It's empty inside. Well, there is some custard in there, but it's like some of it's like empty inside. This is probably that's a better example for it. So I can show you. You can see the hole in there. And then over here, you can see the rest of the hole. Yeah, it's. It seems empty like me. That was pretty good. No, I have to like research some of this stuff. The reason why I went to this Portuguese place was because uh, Lunar New Year, I just thought of having egg tarts from dim sum, but egg tarts I know is based off of the Portuguese egg tart, and then I read a little more about the egg tart, and I realized that someone in because Hong Kong was occupied by the British at one point, and there was an Englishman that had culturally appropriated the Portuguese egg tart, and what had happened was he made his own version, and then that became popular. But really, it's based off of the Portuguese tart. She's not into me, that was pretty funny though, Cornelette. You got me there. If there was a little more um, custard in the this big fancier one, I would have thought this one's a little better. Still, as it is, it's pretty good. Um, they should like. I think what they should do with this one is like make different type versions of it, like like a flaky version where they put like strawberry jam and stuff like that inside of it with some whipped cream and whatever. That would be really nice. But Cornelette, you kill me all the time. But yeah, I think that's they can they should like make different versions of this. Now, the Portuguese bakery also has like different sandwiches and stuff like that. They have like vegetarian things and meat things as well. So I didn't check those things out because that's too much for me to eat. But yeah, you can also go check out some of their Portuguese dishes over there. Hmm. This one reminds me of the flaky though. And last but not least, we have the chocolate croissant. This one, like I said earlier, when I went to visit Kareem in Paris, he they used to have these at every one of their little bakery stands, and I had them every day in Paris. I was like, I was picking up some weight, but then it was like I was losing it because we were walking around so many different places. Now I'm gonna rip it in half so you guys can see what's inside. Oh yeah. Yep, just as I imagined. So it's really flaky, and you can see the chocolate inside the croissant as well. But generally, there's like chocolate on top of the croissant, but I kind of like ripped it off. All right, let's check it out. This one's a winner too. I think you guys should check this out if you ever go to the Portuguese bakery. The flakiness, and it's got a lot of um, how do you explain it? It's kind of like sponginess. Like there's a lot of air in it to oh, it's really well done. A lot of butter in it. You can tell there's a lot of butter in it for a lot of flavor. I think this is like really well done. Highly recommended. Jimmy, check this one out. I'd like to hear what you think about their cannoli as well. I think the cannoli is kind of just as on par with the PGI place. If you go check it out, let me know at the bottom of this the description thing, and let me know how you liked it, because I know you guys like this sort of stuff as well. And yeah, it's pretty good. Out of all of these, hmm, out of all of these, I would say the chocolate croissant and this cannoli are two of my favorites. The egg tart, um, the egg tart, I is really good. The only thing is, I had it out for a while. Like I went over to this bakery, like what time was it? Around two, around two. So it's been waiting for. Yeah, I hope you guys do check it out because I really want to know your um, impressions on this because you've got a pretty good taste palette. So, um, what's it? Oh yeah, yeah. The egg tarts were out for a couple hours, so I would have imagined that the crust over here would have been a lot crunchier when I first bought it. So I'm not docking it any marks for the fact that it's been out for a while, so it's not as crunchy as I expected it to be, but it is still crunchy to now. It shows how well it was made because it's like I don't know, uh, 6 hours afterwards, and it still has the crunch to it. So I would say that this is still. I would love to have this when I first bought it. I couldn't believe I had the willpower not to like go into this because I was like turning my eye to it all the time because it was just there, you know. I couldn't have it till like our feed. So that was a that was like what's it called, a testament to my willpower. So that's about it for today. Um, Again, next week might be a little more interesting. Well, it's going to be a lot more interesting because I'm hoping Saya and Vanessa will be able to join us next week because the lockdown ends on Tuesday. We'll see what happens, and yeah, well, hopefully you guys are gonna look forward to. Oh, and white horn from PGI afternoon for the way. You guys liked it that much that you got more. Four cannolis. That's crazy. I love the white horn though. That was really good. The only thing about this cannoli, I would say that they need to fill that it up a little more with their filling. That's really unfortunate that they didn't fill it up all the way. But yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna probably finish this all up and then start editing for the next video. So thanks everybody for joining me today. Thanks Cornelette, Strill, Jervy, Jimmy. You want some sweets? Yeah, I'm gonna be over. all the sweets by tonight. So thanks everybody for joining me.